this evening, but if it is, maybe people have a lot of stuff. Well, there's Reloading from the Hot Pot. How are you, sir? Hope you are doing well. Looks like you're the only one on right now, unless this thing hasn't caught up. Maybe it will in a minute and more people start jumping in. So, anything exciting happening in your world? Reloading from the Hot Pot? Yep, it says we got 5 on here now, but I only see Gene's comment from right this second. But we'll give it a couple of minutes, let everybody jump in. Dirt Tracks in the house. Hello, all. Had an outdoor range day and it was hot, but enjoyed freedom is the American way. Yes, exactly. That is exactly right. Same shit, different day. I hear you, Hot Pot. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So I've got some news to share with everybody this evening, and also a new vehicle. Well, I mean, we're going to kind of get into it. I'll wait till some more jump in. Hello, Floridian. How are you? Oh, he's in San Antonio this week. I like San Antonio, man. A lot of people don't, but I've always liked San Antonio. I mean, there's some parts that aren't that great, but um, there's some good people there, and there's some really good places to eat. I've got some good customers there and all that stuff, and have had them, for a long time, so know them very well. But anyway, yeah, I mean, hell, I'll go ahead and let's see, Reloading says spending the evening editing my videos, painting the booty. I don't edit, man. Y'all know that. I'm too lazy for that shit. Um, oh man, it's raining in San Antonio. We had some rain here. I guess, God, what was it? Like this past weekend, man, it rained like crazy. Hello, Pistol Pete. Pistol Pete's in the house, so we can officially get started. This tonight, I'm having some Maker's Mark. I have tons of bottles of these from the wedding left over. Not tons, but I've got quite a bit. So I'm trying to kind of get it going. Russell Young is in the house. Says his dad lives in San Antonio. Yeah, like I said, I've always liked San Antonio. And I've been to Houston tons of times. I wouldn't. Houston's okay, some parts of it, but I definitely wouldn't want to live there. Um, Austin's, kind of cool, but definitely wouldn't want to live there. It's totally turned there. Mike High is in the house. Oh, I appreciate you, Mike High. He said he's just giving a thumbs up and heading out, so no problem. Yep, I get it. YouTube new rules on paid promotions. I've always checked them for paid promotions or whatever if they send you something, but I have to uncheck every freaking video. Yeah, it's crazy, man. Also with if you put a link on there, you could get in trouble. Whatever. Especially if the place sells guns, you don't want to add a link for sure. I haven't ever done that, yeah, but I still get demonetized videos and I don't do anything wrong in the videos, but whatever. So, well, hello, Armsman. How are you? Yeah, I just got off the phone with Armsman a minute ago. He's still cranking, and if you need some great holsters, he has great holsters right here. Here's the Armsman, and you can use my discount code. It's BJGG10. That'll save you 10% off and free shipping. I don't make anything. He set that up for y'all to use. So appreciate him for doing that. Brian's in the house. Biden's historic speech getting out of the election on, but here instead, good. Yeah, I appreciate that because I can just catch the highlights of that. The gaffes and stuff will probably be flying here in a little bit. Ooh, oh man, Rich B is having 9 days into knee replacement, so not moving too fast. Yeah, I hear you there, man. Good. I hope everything's going well. Wish you the best, brother. Yep. Working these days is doing more with less people. I get it. Yes, sir. Let's go ahead and get into it real quick. And that's kind of what I want to get into. I mean, y'all know what's going on out there. It's a mess. With this, man, I can't even, he's not rerunning, which I knew he wasn't going to. I predicted that forever ago, and y'all know that. but he's not going to run. He's turning it over to her, but he's not going to get out of the White House either. But he is kind of, because he's never there. I just don't. I don't. I don't get that, but I don't. I guess none of us here probably do. But it is what it is. So, but anyway, I did want to let you know I am actually on X. I've been on Twitter before, but never really. I forgot my username. I forgot everything. Well, anyway, I was actually able to get into it. So I changed some stuff around. Now I have my old one and my new one. So I have two accounts with Twitter or X. So one is a barbecue / life channel, and one is a gun channel. So if you want to go over and subscribe in my community tab of YouTube, I did link both of them so you can see what they look like. One is Big Johnson GG, and the other one is BJ's Pit Stop. So you can go over and check those out and subscribe if you want. I'm going to be putting some videos on there as well as kind of a backup, because I don't know what's all happening here, but I'm getting more videos demonetized. I'm getting more people that have said they're being unsubscribed. They're not doing it. YouTube apparently is doing it. Because they're like, I didn't know you had a chat. I didn't know you had that video. I didn't know you had this, because I'm not getting alerts anymore. So if you want to check your subscriptions, make sure you're subscribed. I would appreciate it, but I'm not going to beg for it. That's not my style. And then if you want to check out stuff over on X, I'm going to put up some videos, pictures, things I'm, kind of like get in that I'm going to be checking. And, you might see it there before I even throw it on YouTube. So, kind of some first shots, if you or first whatever impressions. You might want to go over and subscribe on X if you're over there. I would appreciate it. If you don't, that's cool, or don't want to, that's cool too. But again, one is a gun channel, one is a barbecue / life channel. So I'll be throwing up, maybe some car videos, some other stuff over there, pictures, stuff you might not see on YouTube. Let's see here. Hello, Rabbi. How are you, sir? Pistol Pete saying, how can these Dems say Kamala with a straight face? I'm telling you, there's some payoffs or something. Oh, Armsman joined. Yeah, I actually, I think I subscribed to you, Armsman. I think I saw you on there. You popped up with my, because you're in my phone. So that might have been why. Yeah, Rich, definitely keep up the PT. Don't be sedentary with that thing. It'll stiffen up on you. Keep working it as much as you can stand. Push it. You don't want scar tissue. You got to break that stuff loose. It's not fun, but reloadings on X. I've gotten unsubscribed to Fit and Fire 3 times. I think once here. Yeah. Not trying to be a hater, but I unsubscribed to him a long time ago. Manually. Can't get better than guns and barbecue. Yeah, I hear you. And I do want to tell you about a new truck that is coming out you might not be aware of. Caterpillar, CAT, C-A-T, but it's otherwise known as Caterpillar, is coming out with a new pickup truck. So it is going to be a 2025 Caterpillar pickup. It's pretty freaking awesome looking. The interior is unbelievable. The truck itself is unbelievable. Kind of looks like a cross between a T-Rex, a Ram T-Rex, a Silverado. I mean, I see a lot of different looks. There's even some Ford looks to it. It's kind of like all of the best things kind of combined. It's supposed to be coming out in 2025. I think there's already some sneak pictures on it on the internet. So if you just Google 2025 Caterpillar pickup truck, you can check out the pictures. Sorry, I didn't have a screenshot saved or any of that kind of stuff to show you, but it's a really cool looking truck. So I think it's going to get supposed to be priced right, have a lot of horsepower, have a lot of torque. So I think it's going to get some people pretty excited, maybe to own one. That's the thing, though. I don't know about their service centers. I don't know anything about that yet. That's probably going to be coming. But it does look pretty nice. So, I did want to share that with y'all. If y'all are in the mood to look at a truck or to maybe purchase a truck. I don't know what the price point's going to be, but I think it does have it'll have some eye appeal for one. And the way that it's set up is for like contractors, jobbers, things like that. It's very user friendly on the inside with computers and stuff like that. Um, touch points, power points, like where to plug and all that other stuff. So it looks pretty cool. So reloading is saying that truck looks like a beast. Yeah, it does. Oh, it starts at $65,000. Yeah, I'm sure that's not for the top of the line one, but it's pretty cool looking. Yeah, Rich B. I've been through a bunch of surgeries, man. Knee surgeries, not replacements, but knee surgeries on both knees and both shoulder rebuilds. So it's not fun, but you will press through. Just do the right things. Drink a shitload of water. Oh, the base model's at $65,000. I was going to say when I saw it and everything that was on it, I believe we've already done some upfits on it as well, or our guys have. So we'll have some stuff available for it too. But I figured, y'all truck people would be like, oh man, that's really cool. That leads us into the next thing. I will be flying down or flying up to pick up my truck this coming Monday. So how I talked about maybe doing a little bit of vlogging and things like that, with maybe some stops and pit stops and things like that. I might do some posting on that, maybe shoot some pictures of it, post some stuff up if y'all are interested in seeing what it is. But I'll be flying up there Monday to pick it up and then driving it back. It's going to be a long drive, probably take me a couple of days. So I'll have some time with it, maybe some thoughts about it, things like that. It is a it's a GMC. I'll go ahead and tell you that. So I haven't had it. I've honestly I've been in plenty of GMCs, but I've never owned a GMC, the GMC brand. I've had plenty of GM products, Chevy pickup trucks, all that stuff, but never owned a GMC. This one is the top of the line. It's really nice. So I'm excited to get it, see what I think about it. And I've already got some of my stuff on it. So, and I'll put more on it. But yeah, I think it's going to be a really nice truck. So we will test it out and go from there. Let's see. I've been debating between a 2025 Lexus GX 500 or a Toyota Land Cruiser, but I haven't heard that Lexus motor is reliable. I guess the Tundra ran it and had problems. I think the Lexus has a different. I think it's a different block if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but in the past they've both been reliable. So I don't know. I would definitely do your homework on that. I just don't know enough about those two. I know they both look really good. I just don't know enough about those two. Thumbs up. Oh, hello, Lynn Holt. He said thumbs. 6 of you need to. Oh, okay. Appreciate it, man. Let's see here. That's what I was thinking about doing, Floridian. Stop at some food joints and post pics on barbecue channel. That's what I was thinking of doing. Like maybe some stops and, some food, because when I stay at local places or in local areas, I like to try their local foods, not chain restaurants. I'll be like, hey, what's, kind of special here, or what are y'all known for? Like what's your, like a family restaurant, or, what I mean? Local. I like to try those kind of places. So I might do some, kind of cruise into some of those places and check them out and post some stuff about them. I thought that might be kind of interesting. So that was my plan, and if y'all are interested, I'll post it up on the barbecue channel, maybe put some stuff on X, and we'll see. Let's see here. Also, so that will be Monday, and I should be home. I should be home next Wednesday night for the chat. That's my plan. If not, maybe I'll if I have to kick it on at the phone and, pull over somewhere, maybe do it that way, we'll figure it out. So my plan is to do the chat next week. So next Wednesday, hopefully from home with the truck already, but maybe I run into weather. I just don't know yet. So try to plan accordingly. But I'll post up if something changes or use my phone if need be. We'll get it figured out. Also, since y'all are all family members, my daughter shared some news with me. I'm going to be a grandfather. So first grandkid, I'm pretty excited about it. Don't know if it's a boy or girl yet. Don't know. Just found out she's pregnant, so I'm pretty pumped about it. So we've been asking for them, and that didn't take very long from when they got married. So yeah, we're definitely ready to have some grandkids. So also, if y'all want to list below what I should be called, what my wife should be called, please do. We kind of already have the names we would like, or I guess was chosen for me. I didn't really choose it. I kind of feel like a grandkid's going to call you what they call you, but got a catchy name. Yeah, thank y'all so much. I appreciate it. Floridian, Rabbi, Armsman, Pistol Pete, Russell, yeah, Jay, thank you so much. Like I said, I'm excited about it. I've been wanting a grandkid, whether it's a boy or a girl. Either way, they're going to learn firearm safety. They're going to learn, how to shoot. Because my daughter knows, my wife knows. I mean, all of our family knows. But it's going to be safe, all that good stuff. So we're going to do it right. Peepaw, Mamo and Peepaw, Paw. Congratulations, Pop. Yeah. Wow, Rich B has 8 of them. That's awesome, man. Congratulations. Dang, you got you more than a basketball team. You got you a basketball team and a bench. Some fill-ins there. That's awesome, man. I know I keep thinking, I'm like, man, maybe she'll have twins, so we'll get 2, because you can get them all jacked up on sugar and Mountain Dew and send them home. No, I'm just joking. I want to keep them over here all the time if we can. Yeah, they'll be spoiled. And like I said, I've got, items that'll be handed down to them, whether it's a girl or a boy. Hoping for a grandson, want a grandson, but, I'll take what I get. But hello, Clyde Cumberland. How are you? Thank you, Lee. But yeah, they've already got some, whatever it comes out to be. They'll have some nice guns with their names on them and watches and whatever else they want, they will get. So, Gramps. What I'm probably going to be called, I'll just go ahead and tell you the names. What I'm probably going to be called is Pop or Pop. That's what my wife likes. I don't know what she's going to be yet. They haven't completely decided on a name, but I'm probably going to be Pop. So I like that. It has a good ring to it. But like I said, they can call me what they want. Rich B said, if you're old enough to have a knee replacement, you're old enough to have 8 grandkids. Well, Rich, that's not true. I actually had a friend of mine that had to have a knee replacement at like 27 years old. So anything can happen. Oh, Floridian is Pops and he has 2 grandkids. Congratulations, man. That's awesome. We are choosing his pronouns. No, my grandkid will not have pronouns. We're not going there. Quintuplets. Whew. Man, what was that? What was her name? The Octomom or something that had like 8 kids or something. That was crazy. Opa, that's cool. Yeah, I heard a story. It was about a lady, and I can't remember what she wanted to be called. She wanted to be called something, and it rhymed with a guy's name. There was a story that I heard. This lady was going around and around with her daughter about what she wanted to be called. And it was something that a kid probably can't say, but when the kid came out, they called the grandmother like Larry. It was Larry or something like that. It was a man's name. It was like just a regular first name of a man. And anyway, that's what the kid ended up calling the grandmother forever. I thought that was hilarious. Oh, not theirs, yours. Yeah. Dolores. Yeah. No, I can't remember what it was. It was fun. It was a funny story, but I can't remember it. Sorry. I appreciate that, Jay. Yeah, like I said, we can catch all that on the bloopers later on the gaffs because there's going to be a ton of them. I'm sure. What's he going to talk for? Like 5 minutes? I was honestly surprised he was still with us. So anyway, either that or somebody made a great mask, maybe. Um, Again, I'm on X. If y'all want to check that out, 2 channels over there. Because I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what's going to happen here. I think it's probably going to be getting worse. I posted a video. I put it up. What was it? Friday. I put it up. They demonetized it instantly. I didn't put it up live. I just posted it, getting it in the queue. They demonetized it instantly. I put it in for a review, a manual review, to be approved. They deleted the video. I came back and it was gone. I didn't delete it. They deleted it. So I uploaded it again. It automatically went demonetized. I asked for a manual review. They demonetized, or it stayed demonetized for a long time, and then for like 2 3 days, and then it was deleted again. So I guess I don't know about that video if it's even going to get up. I was even like, okay, I'll just leave it demonetized and post it. Hell, I tried to upload it again. It won't even let me put it out. So, and it didn't have a crazy name. It wasn't anything bad. It was just testing a product. It was with a rifle. I'll go ahead and say that. So with what just occurred, maybe they didn't like that idea. I don't know. I didn't take it apart. I didn't do any modifications. I didn't do anything like that. So I don't know what the problem was with that video. But anyway, it is what it is. So 7 minutes. Holy crap. That's crazy. Hello, Abigail. How are you? Abigail and be a grandpa. The coof strikes again. Yeah, I can't believe they actually brought up that word again. Can't believe that word is actually even out there anymore. Let's see here. DB says, Big J, waiting on my optic for the Recover Tactical G41 setup. Is that where they put the Recover Tactical, where you can put the dot on the top of the back of it, where it raises it up? I'm assuming that's what you're talking about. I've seen those, but are you talking about the whole, oh, the optic. Okay, gotcha. The front optic, probably the glass breaker, I guess. Ooh, tendonitis. That's not good. Yeah, I saw that from him. So, like I said, maybe they're coming after me next. I don't know. That's why, after all that happened, that's why I decided to go ahead and set up those channels over on X, just in case. I found out you can post some videos over there. I put up a short. Um, it's a slow motion of the 19X with the ramjet. I threw that up over there, and I think a picture or something like that on one of them. The barbecue channel actually has a lot of stuff on it already. I've uploaded quite a bit to it. So, oh, thank you. Grand Spawn, yes. Lynn Holt, Nighthawk DBS9 thoughts. I like Nighthawks. Matter of fact, I did get to play with the new Nighthawk comp. It's their comp guns, optic ready. I did get to play with one of those. I think it's a super nice gun. The comp to me on this one, this is like the screw-on comp. It kind of looks like an afterthought. I'm not super impressed. I'm sure the comp works. Don't get me wrong. I just don't really like the way it looks on a Nighthawk. It kind of looks like an afterthought. It kind of looks cheap to me. Just the comp. I mean, it's. I'm trying to explain it. I don't want to say it looks. Okay, let me rephrase this whole thing. It looks cheap on a Nighthawk. I think they could have made it better, I guess, or more appealing, more blended. But yeah, Nighthawk, I mean, they make beautiful guns, awesome guns. Nothing wrong with them. You know, I've shot them. I've never owned a Nighthawk. I've owned Les Bear at Brown, but never a Nighthawk. But I have shot a lot of Nighthawks, and I think they're very nice guns. Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of. I think they call it the Glass Breaker DB. I think that's what they call it for Recover Tactical. Yes, I shot the TRS comp and I shot the full size double stack that doesn't have a comp. I can't remember the name of that one. Um, those are the two that I've shot. Oh, I shot one of their 1911s. It was in 45. I can't remember the name of it either. It was, like I said, these guns were not mine. But the TRS was really nice. The TRS comp was nice. What's up, Turkey's Opinion? How are you, brother? If y'all haven't checked out Turkey's Opinion, please do. Trigger Bar is actually in another country right now. I was texting with him earlier. It's dark there, so he might already be in bed. Way dark. Yeah, I get it. They are expensive, Turkey, but you're kind of dealing with one gun, one gunsmith. I like their setup. I like the way they do that. But yes, you're going to pay for it. They're super expensive. But back in the day, they were the same price as Ed Brown and Les Bear for 1911s. But now they've creeped up quite a bit. Of course, everything has now. Abigail can move her toes or move their toes now. That's awesome. Never good when you can't move your toes. But I think that Caterpillar truck is probably going to do pretty well. I think a lot of people are going to want it and buy it because it is something kind of new. I like the looks of it. I like the colors of it. I think they're going to have the color palette that I saw was not the one that you saw. I saw the color palettes personally. You're going to have, I think, it was either 6 or 7 different color options, which actually is pretty cool. Of course, they're going with the yellow and the black because that's their signature color. But the other palettes, like 3 or 4 of them I really like. The other ones I'm like, no, you're losing me on these. And I like crazy shit. Y'all know that. Damn, can't walk to the bathroom? That sucks. And yes, the TRS comp was a very flat shooter. And I'll say this, a lot of people might not. I will say it's very comparable to the Staccato XC. The TRS comp is very comparable to the Staccato XC. The only thing, the Staccato XC has the polymer grip, and the Nighthawk has the aluminum grip. So, but I'll also say this that some people probably won't tell you. You're going to feel a little bit more of the recoil in the aluminum grip than you will in the Staccato polymer grip because the polymer absorbs a little more recoil. It's not bad. I'm not recoil sensitive. It's just like my MPA, compared to my Staccato P. But, I like them both. I mean, if money wasn't an object, I would have a Nighthawk TRS. They're just, shit. I think now they're like $9,000 or something. I mean, they're crazy prices. Yeah, I was gonna say, and they're going to have the V8 diesel, which I thought was really cool. Damn, 90 grand! Holy crap! Woo! I knew they weren't going to be cheap. Oh, damn. Len Holt's bringing the big questions. If you were in a room and given the choice of a Staccato or the new Jacob Gray to be given to you, thoughts? In my opinion, this is strictly my opinion. I have put my hands on a Jacob Gray. Texas Gun Experience had one. I put my hands on it, finger banged it, all that other stuff. This is just personal opinion. Okay, not trying to hate on anybody. I would take the Staccato. Here's the reason for me. They're a Texas-based company. I like to support a Texas-based company. Also, Staccato isn't going anywhere. Jacob Gray, that is not their primary. That's not their primary job, is to make that gun. I don't know the longevity, and I'm not trying to diss the company. I think it's a very nice gun, but they're either going to have to revamp because that grip is slick as shit. They're going to have to do a little bit of revamping to make that grip more tacky or more, because it is super, super slick. And the Staccatos, if you don't get the aggressive grip, they're kind of slick, but not anywhere compared to the Jacob Gray. But I would take the Staccato because they're going to be here for the long haul, in my opinion. And they've got the track record. They've got all this other stuff. Not that I've seen any issues with the Jacob Gray as far as videos and things. I think it's a cool gun. I have a personal friend who tried one. He was like, yeah, I mean, it's a 2011. It shoots great. It's nice. But I don't think they have it locked down 1,000% yet. So that's just my opinion. Abigail has not drank in 23 days. Wow. Damn, and you're in pain. That sucks, man. I'm sorry to hear that. Jerry Johnson, it's my birthday today. Happy birthday, brother. I still love my CZ Shadow 2 with the Cajun Gunworks trigger in it. That's awesome, man. That is awesome. Cheers to you on your birthday, Jerry Johnson. I like that last name, too. Everybody tell Jerry happy birthday, man. We all support one another on this channel, for sure. When I first heard the name, I agree with DB. I was like, Jacob Gray, what the hell's that? Kind of sounds like James Bondish, though, a little bit, too. It does sound designerish. I get that. But it's a very nice pistol. I mean, it was really, really nice. But, honestly, for the money, literally at Texas Gun Experience, they had it sitting right beside the MPA and the Staccatos. In my opinion, I would take the MPA or the Staccato over the Jacob Gray because they're proven. And I also own both of the other guns, so I've proven them out. I know their track record. I know they run. And I know they're going to be here. So that's my only thing. I'm all for giving people a chance. Yeah, CZs are great guns, man. I've got about, we'll go ahead. I've got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got about 5 CZ hats right here. I even have a CZ toboggan. These are pretty rare. And it's in orange. Woohoo! So I've got the hats and the, I've got them on all these damn hooks. But yeah, I love me some CZs, man. Matter of fact, carried one last week. All last week. John Wick's cousin, yeah. Man, I still haven't seen the last John Wick. I've had a lot of buddies who have seen it. They're like, dude, you got to see it. I'm like, don't tell me. Don't give me spoilers. But I definitely want to check it out. Also, I'll go ahead and tell the family members on here, I bought another barbecue pit. I actually made one of these probably 20 years ago. Had it forever, cooked on it, loved it, but I made it myself. Loved it, cooked on it forever, cooked a lot of shit in it. And anyway, a friend of my wife's, I mean, they're a family friend. They moved into their house and he didn't have a barbecue pit. And so I blessed him with that barbecue pit. I was just like, dude, you got to have a barbecue pit. So I gave him that. And he still has it to this day. But so I was like, man, I miss it. I do a lot of cooking, but I missed my drum smoker. So what I made is a 55-gallon barrel drum smoker. And I found one on sale. Oh, man, it was a stupid sale. It was like $200 off, and I'm like, I gotta buy it. So I bought it, brought it home, set it up. Um, Went ahead and bought every freaking accessory known to man for it. It's a pit barrel cooker. That's the brand name, Pit Barrel Cooker. I did get the PBR, which is the big one. It's the 55-gallon drum one. It's the biggest one they make. I've got some stuff planned for it, so I'm gonna do some videos with it. I got the cover. I got the fold rack. I got the bottle opener. I got the hand flipper or hand puller. I got the small chimney. I bought like $250 worth of accessories for it right after I bought it, like the day after I bought it. Because I was like, man, I miss my drum smoker so much. I love that thing. And I want to get a new one. So what I've got to do is I've got to season it. I want to put everything in it, make sure it all worked, all fit. And then I got to take it all back apart. I got to season it, run coals through it, wood chunks, all that stuff, season it up, and then I'm going to do my first cook. So I'm hoping to do my cook this weekend. I'm hoping. I've got ribs. I've got picanha. I've got tri-tip. I've got ribeyes. I've got chicken. I've got sausage. I got sausage hangers too. Man, I got a bunch of freaking meat. I'm not going to cook it all at one time, but I'm trying to figure out which one I want to cook first. 19X today. No, actually, this week so far, it has been the Staccato C2 with Threat Cadre Comp. That is what I've been running. Staccato C2 with the Acro P2. So that is what I've been running this week. No, the 19X was, 2 weeks ago, I guess? Yep, that CZ toboggan was given to me by a CZ rep. He only had one of those in the truck, and I guess he had watched my channel. I had no idea who he was, and I was at a gun shop. This was 2 or 3 years ago. I was at a gun shop, and he recognized me, I guess, from some of my CZ videos, and said, "Hey, man, I got something in the truck for you." And I was like, "Well, who are you?" And he introduced himself, and he was a CZ rep, and he went out in the truck and brought that in a bag and said, "Hey, I want you to have this." He said they're limited edition, and I'm like, "Sweet." And so anyway, that's how I got it. I didn't buy it. He said, "You can't buy these online," is what he told me. I don't know if that's true. I have no idea. Yes, Floridian, there are going to be videos coming. I'm going to do a video on this of how to season a smoker. If it's a smoker, a grill, whatever it is, you need to season it first. So I'll show you how I do it, because all of these grills and pits and everything you buy, they're all shipped and they're built. You're going to have welds, you're going to have their oils, their slag, if it's welded, all that kind of shit. And you need to season that and get the impurities out of the grill before you put meat on it. I've seen people just throw meat on a brand new grill, and you don't want to do that. So I'm going to show you how I season a pit. I do the same thing with big smokers, small smokers, pit barrels, Webers. I do the exact same thing with everything. I've always done that. So not that you can't go on YouTube and probably watch other videos of how they do it. I'm just going to show you how I do it. I don't even know. I haven't ever watched a video of how somebody does it. I just know how I've always done it. So mine could be different, or hell, they could be doing the same thing. I don't know. So yeah, I'll throw a video up on there about that. Yes, my stepfather had a 55-gallon drum smoker. He had made some of the best ribs and brisket come out of that smoker, and I agree with that. I have made some insane barbecue on pit smoker or drum smokers, and people just the great thing about them is you don't have to have a huge offset. My offset was a monster. These, everything's vertical. So, and you would be surprised, in my 55-gallon barrel, I have cooked 12 racks of ribs, 12. Hung 12 racks of ribs in them before. I have done 3, 6, 9. I've done 9 chickens, full chickens. I've done like 16 quartered chickens. I have done 6 or 8 beer can chickens. I mean, you can cook a shitload of food in a vertical drum smoker. And I bought, Academy had a sale on it. These were the ones that were $4.99. They had a sale, and you might check if you have an Academy near you. They had these for $1.99, and that is insane. You can't, by the time you buy a barrel and cut it yourself, you're already $200 in. I mean, it's a no-brainer. So I was just like, shit, I'm just going to buy that. I can't believe they were that cheap, honestly. And then on all the accessories I bought, they had some kind of Prime deal that I guess they were calling it a Prime deal. I bought it from the manufacturer, not from Amazon Prime, but they had it called a Prime deal where you got like 16% off. So I spent $250 with them, even with the discount. I bought like every accessory known to man for it because it's useful. So I bought the sausage hangers and, like I said, the cover and some other stuff. So let's see here. Yeah, Big Johnson, what do you think of the CMMG $22 suppressor? I just bought one a week ago and still waiting on the Form 4 paperwork to go through. Honestly, Jerry, I'm not going to fib to you. You know, I don't bullshit anybody. I have no personal experience with the CMMG suppressors, so I don't want to talk out of my ass. CMMG makes great stuff, so hopefully, you know, everything will work out with it well. Honestly, I haven't done any research on it, so I really don't. I don't know either way. You know, but they are a great company, so you shouldn't have any problems with it. Pistol Pete says, "You ever smoke fish?" Yes, sir. I have smoked salmon. I have smoked red snapper. I have smoked. What is the other one? I can't remember. Tuna. I've smoked tuna. I think those are the 3 main ones. On the salmon, I do it on cedar planks. I will butt them up on a cedar plank, season them up, and then use lemon juice and do them on a cedar plank in the pit barrel. I've also done it even on a Weber. I've done it on other ones, but I do it indirect heat and just really get that smoke flavor in it. That's the way I've always done it, and I've had really good turnouts. Plus, it doesn't get too flaky and start peeling apart, but of course, it's done. I've done whitefish before. Not a huge fan of white. I've done swordfish steaks or marlin steaks, or whatever you want to call it. Not super into those. My favorite, I've done mahi mahi. I really like mahi mahi. I like salmon a lot. Some of the other fish, I've cooked it more so for other people. But yeah, I've done a lot of fish. If it's a real flaky fish, like a whitefish, sometimes you have to be super careful with it. You want to cook it on a plank, or you want to cook it in a fish holder, because a lot of it will, as the smoke hits it, it will flake apart. You just touch it and it literally falls apart. So it'll fall right into your pit. So you got to be careful with it. Hey, what's up to Will and Nut? How are you? Yes, it has been a long time. Been a very long time. Hope you are doing well, sir, as well. Smoked pizza. I have cooked a pizza on my Weber. I have a stone, pizza stone, but I don't do it a lot. That was actually quite a long time ago. Another thing that I do that a lot of people don't know is I do some intense wings. I can do some damn good wings. I do indirect heat for quite a while, and then I kind of charbroil them at the end, so you get it's a little bit of crispy skin. I like a little bit of crispy skin, a little bit of char on it. I've done barbecue, buffalo, habanero and mango. Some people think that it's way too hot, so I'll kind of keep some on the left side for them, right side for me. But I do a pretty damn good wing. Yeah, the salmon. I've made some pretty badass salmon. I also do it's kind of a special sauce. It's almost like a tartar. sauce that I do with salmon, but it's not tartar. It's kind of weird. It has the tartar type taste, but it's more of a sage, like a chimney sauce or a chimney. I can't ever pronounce it correctly, but it's like a chimichurri, I think is what it's called. But it's more for salmon, and it is amazing. Ooh, I've never had smoked dolphin. Wow, never had that. I've had shark before, and I don't really care for it that much, to be honest with you, but I've never had dolphin. Um, I've done ostrich before. I've smoked ostrich. I've smoked bison, buffalo, and beefalo. So it's half buffalo, half cow. Um, that's actually one of my favorite meats. I mean, God, it's good. We used to do a beefalo every year. We would slaughter a beefalo. My dad would get half, and I would get half. However, with his medical situation, we haven't been doing that lately, but I need to load up. Also, my meat market, my general manager left. He's not there anymore. Went in and bought some meat not too long ago. But I was told then they're not, I guess, a sponsor or whatever you want to say for the channel, which is not a big deal. You know, I can buy the meat, but they were helping out on a little bit of the meat for some of the cooks. But I can buy the meat. I'm not afraid to. I really like mahi mahi. When I do the mahi mahi, I really season it up. But I'll tell you, I'll do a whole chicken. I'll get like 6 or 8 whole chickens, and then I'll actually manually cut them. And I'll show you how I cut them. A lot of people, they don't cut them right. I'll show you how I cut them, and they will hang in a pit barrel cooker perfectly. And the neat thing about a barrel cooker or a drum smoker is it kind of works like a convection oven. You have your fire at the bottom, and the heat kind of swirls around. So you get, everybody thinks because it hangs, it's going to burn the end of it, but it really doesn't. Like I can hang racks of ribs in there, and it doesn't bend the end of them. It kind of swirls around in there. It's pretty amazing how it works. Like I said, I've missed it so much, but this thing came with the feet. It came with everything, where the other one, I just made it. But they're not difficult to make, of course. But this one kind of has everything in it, so it's ready to go out of the box. Wheeling Nut says, doing good, been on the road for the last year and a half, living in different states in the motorhome, pushing the work remotely to the limits back in Florida as we need to break from RV living. And that's awesome, man. Get to see the road. Oh, I did not know that. Okay. Well, hell, then I've had it. Mahi mahi is dolphin. I didn't know it was considered a dolphin. Not the bottlenose variety, but the round had rainbow colors. Okay, I did not know that. I learned something. See, you can learn something every day. That's awesome. I'm not a fish guru, so nope. Okay, had no idea. But yeah, I like mahi mahi. Also, I found out I will be going to SEMA this year. uh, so yeah, when I'll be in Vegas for SEMA. So if any of y'all are going and you want to meet up, holler at me. Um, you can hit me up on X or whatever if that's easier for you, because we can't really DM, I guess, here. But I think you can. I think you can do that on X. I don't really know everything about X yet. Like I said, I just opened up the 2 accounts there. I had one on there forever. Matter of fact, if you go on my barbecue channel, you'll see when I went to Dubai. I still found that. I didn't know I had those pictures on there. I rode a camel in Dubai. I'm out in the middle of the desert in Dubai. Um, I rode a camel. There's a picture on there where I'm on a camel, and I said I got me a new horse as a joke. But I've got a bunch of Dubai pictures on there that I didn't even know I had. Matter of fact, Harry's holsters pointed it out. He's like, "Damn, look at this! You were on a camel." I was like, "Shit, I didn't even know that picture was on X or Twitter back then." But yeah, so I rode a camel. So first time I've ever done that. Went to a camel farm. Found out camel milk is what a lot of the kids over there drink when they're babies. It's supposedly really good for their bones. But yeah, that was my big trip to Dubai for business. I met with General Motors of Dubai when I went there. I'll go ahead and tell y'all that, because that was multiple years ago. But I did some work with General Motors of Dubai, did a big presentation there with a bunch of sheiks, which was pretty insane. Uh, I've seen some crazy stuff, but I haven't seen what I saw there and the money that I saw there. It was insane. Haven't been back since, but it was a pretty badass place. I'm not a fan of Red Lobster. I am not a fan of Red Lobster at all. Uh, yeah, I used to eat there when I was a kid. My grandparents loved that with those the cheddar biscuits are legit. Their seafood, it's whack. I think half of it's frozen. And you know what's funny is I've smoked lobster before. I'm not a big lobster fan, just to be honest with you, but I've smoked lobster before for guests. But it's a sea roach. I mean, I'm not trying to knock it, but back prior, a lot of people don't know this, the history of lobster. Back prior, they used to feed lobster to like the peasants. It was like a bad meat, supposedly. So they gave lobster to the peasants, and then all of a sudden, with butter on it, everything tastes good. So then that's how it kind of got its popularity. But I thought that was pretty funny. Oh, Floridian's been on camels in Egypt and Dubai. I've never been to Egypt. Hello, G23. How are you, man? Snow skiing in Dubai. So you probably went on one of those machines that they have. I've seen those. I saw the water skiing one in Dubai. That was kind of cool. Also, their mall in Dubai was pretty amazing. They actually have a full blown aquarium with sharks and baby whales and all that shit inside their mall. And I was like, holy crap. We were there at feeding time. Exactly. G23. Yep. It was served to prisoners and poor people. Exactly. Now everybody thinks it's great. I'm just not a big lobster fan. Not knocking it. If you like it, that's cool. But I can season it and all that other shit, and it just doesn't do much for me. Like I said, every piece of shit tastes good with butter on it. I'm sure. Not that I've tried it, but if you don't put it in butter, even with seasoning, I just don't think it holds seasoning very well. But yeah, so I'll be picking up the new truck next week. Let's see here. I'm going to be a grandfather. I think I told we're getting towards the end. I just in case people just jump in. Caterpillar's got the new truck. Also, one I forgot, Kia has a new truck coming out. Believe it or not, it actually looks pretty cool. I think it's still a unibody. I haven't seen all the suspension on it yet, but it's pretty cool looking. They kind of made it look rugged looking. I don't know. Again, I don't know if it's a unibody, a true truck suspension. I don't know that yet, but it does have a neat look to it. So I think they're trying to go for that market. Crawfish or just tiny lobsters. Man, I used to catch crawfish when I was a kid in the ditch after it rained. I'm not a crawfish person either. I've had them, been to Louisiana a lot, crawfish boils and stuff. Oof. Floridian got food poisoning in Korea. Ugh, that would not be good. Yeah, I think lobsters are way overrated personally. All the surf and turf, I'd just rather have the turf. Um, Kia truck is small. No, it actually looks pretty big. This one, I think, is their biggest one that they're coming out with. I think it's going to be released in 2025. It looks fairly big in the picture. Don't quote me on it. I personally have not seen it in the full size. Um, I didn't see anybody standing next to it, so I could have a comparison. I'm sure our engineers are probably upfitted stuff for it, but I haven't personally seen it. I'm sure I'll see it at SEMA this year. I'll probably see a bunch of trucks at SEMA this year. Also, if y'all want, I was even thinking maybe when I'm out walking on my own and stuff, maybe I'll go live at SEMA if y'all want to see that. I did that before, like, I don't know, 2 or 3 years ago. Man, nobody watched it. I didn't really go live. I just filmed a bunch of stuff at SEMA and posted it, and it got like 60 views. Um, but I can do that again, maybe film some trucks and cars and stuff like that that I'm interested in, and maybe throw a video up, or maybe I can just go live. Y'all let me know what you want to see. If y'all even interested in that, if you are, that's cool. If not, that's cool. I can't go into what I do or who I work with as far as prototype vehicles, because they will have that there for us, but it will not be shown to the public, and it will not be out in the viewing area. It will be in a back room where we have to go in and do upfits on it. So I can't film any of that. I have to do an NDA on that kind of stuff. So, I can't let that out. But the Caterpillar truck and the Kia truck are already public knowledge. But there are other trucks that are coming that y'all haven't seen yet that I've already seen, and they've got some this stuff coming. Also, there's good news with the EPA and stuff. Some of the companies are bringing V8s back where everything was being downsized or electrified. A lot of companies are bringing V8s back, so that's already public knowledge. So I can say that again. So I'm actually excited about that. So you'll have some high horsepower, high torque engines. There are some new diesel engines that are coming as well. If you need to tow a lot of stuff, you'll be able to do that. So that's cool. Let's see here. Nissan Rogue. Okay. Yeah, I can do that. Let's see. Wheeling Nut, I watched it. Big J, I'd watch it again. I remember that burnout video you posted. Yeah, that was of my wife's car. That was at SEMA. They had a drifting or a burnout competition there at SEMA. So yeah, that's the one you saw, or that's the one you're talking about. I remember now. So yeah, they'll probably have stuff like that. So I'll post some stuff like that if you want to see it. Some people aren't into that, but because I'm a gun channel, uh, and I'll just be honest with you. I mean, there's only so much you could talk about with guns, and I love guns. Do not get me wrong. I'm not going away from guns, but in my world, or what I enjoy, there are other things as well, not just guns. That's why I had the barbecue channel and stuff like that, because and I'll share a lot of that even on the barbecue channel. So it won't impede onto the gun channel. That's what I'm trying to do. But if I throw something up on the gun channel, I throw something up on the gun channel. So, because here lately, I'll just be honest with you, I have gotten a little burnout on some of the gun stuff. Because I've put the videos up, YouTube's been pulling them down, literally pulling them down, demonetizing them, and pulling the videos down. Like I talked about before. If you didn't catch that, I already talked about it. But they're not going to get me to go away, so don't worry about that. But it does irk me. Mitsubishi Triton pickup truck, yeah. There's I can't say this one. Yeah. There is one that's coming that a lot of people have been wanting to see and have been asking for. This one's pretty freaking cool. If you're into overlanding, if you're into four-wheeling, if you're into towing, if you're into pretty much anything off-roading, this could be a truck to look for. I can't talk about it yet. That is one I'm under NDA for, but it's pretty freaking cool. If they show it at SEMA to everyone, I can shoot some pictures of it and I will post it. I will do that for y'all. If it's behind the wall where I have to go back in and look at it, then I can't show it to you. Because we'll have to shoot CAD on it and all that other stuff and upfit it for that. It'll be an upfit day. But we're going to be hosting a party there at SEMA too. One of the evenings at a special event where I could say this: manufacturers will be coming, and it will be OE manufacturers. So it'll be the big boys. they'll be coming to the party, and so I'll be there talking to them. I can't say who they are, but I think y'all know who they are. They're the big boys, the big players in the truck world. But I'm gonna have to go there and host a party or do a party. We're doing a party there one evening in a special for a special venue that they're invited to only. So if you're in one of those groups, you probably already know about it. And if you do know about it, don't post it on here, please. So, but yeah, Pistol Pete, I think they're going to. There is a rumor going around that they are going to do another brat. It's not the exact look of the old one, but I think they are going to do one. That's not one I'm under NDA for, but I think that they are going to do one. They've had a big demand for that, but what it is from the old one where it was a 2-door brat, I think the new one is going to be a 4-door brat. It's almost, I can say this because it's already been released. And I think I've already told you this. Ford is coming out with a Ranchero, so it will be a smaller price point than the Maverick, but it is going to be the Ford Ranchero. It kind of has a Mustang front end on it. It's going to be a unibody, but it will be out as well. So I'll probably get to see that one officially there. But it's already been posted, so I don't have to worry about an NDA on that one. So we're good there. But yeah, the other ones, I'm pretty excited about seeing it. Like I said, I'm glad that the V8s are coming back. You're not saying these V6s can't pull out a lot of power because they can. But man, you've only got so much in a freaking block, with turbos and stuff, superchargers, you can pull a lot of power out of them, but you still need the wall thickness of the V8. So I'm a true blue V8 fan, always have been. So I'm glad a lot of the manufacturers are jumping back on that. So, but anything else y'all want to talk about? Again, if you're tuning in after this chat and you want to see some SEMA stuff, we still got a ways away. I'll talk about it more. But if you want to see that, let me know. Also, I am going to be doing a giveaway. And like I said, I'm going to be keeping it kind of to our family. I'm not going to do a big video announcement or anything like that because I want y'all to be able to win it. I'll just go ahead and tell you now. I've been testing them. I'll be giving away a Break Arms sledgehammer. This is one of their new. It's for suppressors. It doesn't have to be used for suppressors, but it's what it's designed for. So far, it's been testing out very well. And it is Break Arms. I just happened to be wearing the shirt. I didn't plan on that. But these are made in the USA. So, and if you just want to buy one or any of their Break Arms, you can have a discount code. I don't make anything on it. It's BJGG10 on their website. It'll save you 10% off anything they sell. They've got some other stuff too if you're interested in it. But I will be doing a giveaway to y'all. We'll do it on a live chat where we figure it out some way, and y'all will have a chance to do it or win it. I'm not going to do it and post a video so I get a bunch of scumbags that never even watch one of my videos jumping in just for a freaking horror giveaway. I'm not about that, so I won't be doing that. Y'all will have the chance to. You'll have the best chance to win that. Put it that way. Let's see here. Ooh. Yeah, they will have some. They'll have some semis there. Yep. I've already seen the new Freightliner. Y'all have probably seen some of them on the road. They'll have the Tesla truck there, of course. Not a bunch of 18-wheeler stuff, but they will have some. What they do is when they sneak in the vehicles in the 18-wheelers, the 18-wheelers are special. If you're following me, it's not around. It's not about 18-wheelers, but they will get the cab units to pull the trailers in, so people can get a shot at those. So, based on performance, what is the best pickup today? Ooh, man. I mean, I'm just being honest with you. I've owned them all, or except GMC. So this will be my first GMC, but it's freaking Chevy. It's just nicer. They all have their goods and bads. Ford is the number one seller because of the name. Chevy's second. Dodge is third. If you go by the numbers, um, I like them all for different things. Um, it depends on what you're wanting. If you're wanting on pure performance, right now, it would officially have to be Mopar because they have the TRX, which is faster than the Raptor. Now, the Raptor R, since they came out with the R, it's pretty legit. Um, but they kind of have different things. If you're wanting torque, Ram, I mean, of course, you're getting into gas and diesel. I mean, there's all kinds of variables there. I mean, they all make great trucks. It depends on what your price point is. I would say best bang for the buck for everything that you get that's not an option or another package you have to purchase. I would say Ram is pretty damn good. GMC is super nice, but you're going to pay for all those options. Ford, different levels, of course, increased price. If you're going strictly bang for the buck of what you get, it has to be Mopar right now still. But, brand names hold a lot of things in people's hearts. So if you're a Ford loyalist, you're going to buy a Ford. If you're a Chevy or a Dodge or whatever, and maybe I'm a little biased, but I'm a big Mopar fan. They've got great products. Best rifle sling for a big guy. I have Blue Force gear, and I'm a big guy. I'm not a little guy. I'm a big round guy, and I'm a tall guy. I have Blue Force gear. I really like their products. Some of the Larry Vickers slings. I don't think you need the maximum padding for a freaking AR-15. I do have some of the big padded ones. I use them more on my AR-10s. I like Doughboy Tactical. It's kind of weird, but you can turn it into a 2-point or a 1-point sling. They're, they're the woven, whatever the hell it's called. I can't even think right now. I'm so tired. It's just been a long day. Sorry. The rope that we all want, the whole entire sling is made of that. So if you ever had to use it, dismantle it, you would have a ton of that cord. That's what they're made out of. They work very well. I've got 3 or 4 of their slings. I've got Edward Sherman. He makes really good slings. Trying to think of some other ones I have. I mean, I'm a big Blue Force gear and Doughboy Tactical. Probably who I have the most of. I've had some Magpuls in the past. Some of their older ones, I didn't care for them. But those are just some of my favorite. Doughboy Tactical, Edward Sherman, Blue Force gear. But there's so many out there. It's crazy. I mean, I've got a multiple of them. Yeah, Peterbilt. I've already seen their new one. It's pretty nice. What's up, Norwood? How are you? Yep, can't dodge it, ram it. First on race day. I like Mo 6 GM Sierra. Yeah, GMC Sierra. Yeah, I mean, shit, there's nothing wrong with those old trucks, man. Those things will run forever. Paracord. Thank you, Clyde. Yes, it's made out of paracord. They're veteran owned. Doughboy Tactical is veteran owned. That's another reason I support them. They're U.S. made. They have the good buckles, not the shit Chinese buckles. They use American-made buckles, so that's another reason I like them. But it's kind of cool. You can turn it into a 1-point. You push the button, you can turn it into a 2-point. I mean, it's very versatile. I do like their slings a lot. It's just not as adjustable as a Blue Force gear or Larry Vickers Blue Force gear. Oh boy. Rich B says, I want my next truck to be black. Never owned a black vehicle. Black, very difficult, clean to maintain and keep clean. Hell yes, it is. I've owned 3 blacked out trucks. Matter of fact, when I first started YouTube, I had an all blacked out F-150. It was murdered out. Everything, even the tail lights, everything on it was blacked out. I had blacked out rims, blacked out truck. I mean, everything was blacked out. blacked out windows, the whole works. It was a bear. I'll just say bear to keep clean. Um, Great truck, super hot in the summertime. I mean, in Texas, I don't know where you live, but it's a beautiful color. It shows every swirl mark. It shows every towel mark. It shows everything, but it is a beautiful color. I love black. However, I dominantly try to get silver or a type of silver. Matter of fact, the new truck or my personal truck is bright or brilliant silver. The new truck is a silver also. I think it's called a granite silver. Um, but silver is kind of, I hate white. I'm just not a white guy, not a white person at all. I mean, I am a white person, you know what I'm trying to say. I just don't really care for white vehicles. They're just too plain for me. But black is a beautiful color as long as you keep it clean, clay bar it, do all your stuff. It's just more maintenance for a black vehicle. But I do like black. Very pretty. I mean, that damn Ford, you could literally, when I would clay bar it and clean it and really have it nice, man, you could get, I mean, I had a lot. That truck was a head turner. You can go way, 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 way back. I did an EDC go bag thing for that truck, and I showed the whole truck, and people were like, holy shit, that's a nice truck. It was a very nice truck. It was two-wheel drive, FX4. I lowered it, not slammed to the ground, but I did level it out. I mean, it was a great truck. Not, it was a 5.4. It was a true V8. I did not want the EcoBoost. You know what I mean, Rich? Come on, man. I know if you say you're a white guy or whatever, I mean, who knows? Yeah, I saw your. Isn't it a Sonata or a Stinger? I think it's a Stinger or something, or Sonata Stinger. Can't remember. I know it's. I thought it was a Sonata, but I can't remember if it was a Stinger or not. But yeah, that color is very unique. Ford had that color, that same color. If you look it up, they had that same exact color come out for a truck 1 year. And just to be honest with you, in the Ford truck, I think it was in 2009 or 2010. That truck, that color did not do good on a truck. It does good on a car. It did not do good on a truck. The joke that Ford actually physically came out and said it was baby shit brown, but it was gold, or kind of a goldish color. I thought it was kind of unique, but some people call it mustard. There was all different kinds of names for it, bright mustard. But it did not do well in the truck market, so they canceled that color. But it did well in the car market. So, do y'all want to go till 8:30, or do y'all want to shut it down now? It makes me no difference. I am out of whiskey, but I've got tons of water, so we're good. Representing. Hopefully, my horns do good this year. They're in the SEC first time this year. Texas and Oklahoma, so we'll see what they can do. I'm a big college football fan. Let's see here. Let's go. Okay. We can do that. But yeah, as far as the 18 wheelers, I don't have a lot of experience with it. I've driven them. I'm not a professional truck driver. Don't get me wrong. I know Gene used to do that too. And maybe you're into it too, G23. But I've driven them. I'm not the greatest 18 wheeler driver, never claimed to be. I can back them up, but probably not as proficient as a lot of you guys can. But yeah, no, I think they're cool. I've seen the new Freightliner. I've seen the new Tesla 18 wheeler. I think I've seen the new Volvo. I think Volvo has a new one this year. I've already seen it. We don't really build any products for 18 wheelers, but I've seen them. Let's see here. Okay, we'll go to 8:30. It's 8:14 now. What do you think about the new M&Ps, new carry comp carries? I think that's great. I think they needed to do this like 3 years ago, so I'm glad they've done it. I love the new slide serrations. I think that's great that people are going to have that option now, and it's done factory, so they're going to stand behind it. It's probably sprung correctly. I haven't shot one, so don't hold that against. Don't quote me on that. Hopefully, it's sprung correctly. I think that's a great option that they've done with the new Bodyguard 2.0. It is in 380, but I think that's a great option for a lot of people for a small, really tiny concealed type gun. I think that's a great option. I mean, I have never disliked Smith & Wesson. I've owned many Smith & Wessons. I still own many Smith & Wessons. Really like their pistols. I think this is a move in the correct direction to offer more products to their customer that's kind of out there now that's done by the factory. So I would not be opposed to getting one or testing one or running one. If you're looking at one, I would get it. I mean, that's a great thing about Smith & Wesson. They have a lifetime warranty. I don't think you could really go wrong. This is their first year of making it. However, Smith & Wesson tends to prove things out longer than another brand that doesn't. And I think that you know where I'm going with it. You're not the beta tester for the Smith & Wesson versus the other brand I'm speaking of. So that's just my opinion. But I think that's a great option for people to have that. Working with the UT Health system here in San Antonio, also Galveston. Sweet, man, that's awesome. That is my stomping grounds is San Antonio and Galveston. So I do a lot of that area. Maybe we can meet up sometime for lunch or something. I'll buy you lunch. Yeah, and I think so too, Wheeling Nut. I think it's great that Smith & Wesson is really branching out. Also, the neat thing is they have their new, and I think this is why they've done it. That's why they came up with the comp. They have their new headquarters or their new manufacturing facility in Tennessee. Smith & Wesson does. So they are in Tennessee now too. So the new Bodyguard 2.0 is made in Tennessee, and I'm sure a lot of the other ones are too. So I think that's great that they're doing that now. Let's see here. Oh, here it is. Sorry about that. I've driven them. I worked manufacturing for 18 years. Now I'm armed security. Sweet. Have a four-wheel drive truck. I hardly ever put in four-wheel drive. Should I be putting it in four-wheel drive for a short distance time to time? It doesn't hurt. If you can lock it in four-wheel drive low, four-wheel drive high, and just do some circles, that way you get the differential fluid going through the transfer case, all that good stuff. Not a bad idea to do that. Do not do high RPMs. Do not do super binding turns. Don't crank it really hard. Just do really long circles to the left, really long circles to the right, just to flow the fluid. You're good to go. So not a problem there. But yeah, it never hurts to put it in four-wheel drive low and four-wheel drive high. I have a four-wheel drive. I do the same thing. So it's not a bad idea to engage that periodically. I agree. Seeing issues with the fuse now. Yes, I am as well. Looks like they're doing more polishing on them. There was one gentleman on YouTube. I don't know his channel. Sorry. I saw that he had some problems, sent it in. They got it back to him in like 7 days, had to polish up a bunch of stuff, and now supposedly it's working. So there you go. Hopefully that doesn't happen to Smith & Wesson. But, you know, from the past, we've kind of expected this with some brands who use a lot of their people as beta testers. I don't want to get into the brand because y'all know who they are if you have followed me for a long time. And I don't want to be a freaking beta tester. That's not my job. I don't punch in and out with them daily. So I don't agree with that shit. Something that's designed to save your life should freaking work. Let's see here. Oh, also, there are 3 new cars that are coming out that will be big. A lot of people will be wanting them and seeing them from afar. It's going to stir up some controversy because one of them has not been around for a long freaking time. So I am super pumped to see if they're going to have this at SEMA. I can't say anything yet. If you watch any of the automotive news, you've probably seen sneak peeks of it. I just don't know if it's a prototype or if it's a real car for the one particular one I'm talking about. I can't say anything because if we build anything for it, then I can't be a part of it. So that's why I don't want to talk yet. But this one's going to stir up some controversy. And I'm super, man, I want this thing to come out so bad. I've seen the renderings, I've seen the prototype pictures, and I'm just like, yes, please. I put it this way, I might even consider buying one of these to have as a little hot rod car. No, it's not the Pinto. It's not the Pinto. Yeah, the thing about the fuse, and I'm not saying that it's bad, the fuse, it still has that very small grip. For me, being a big handed person, that's not in my wheelhouse. For a lot of people out there, it would be in your wheelhouse, but not for me personally. No, it's not the Pinto. Lynn, I hate to let you down on that, but it's not the Pinto. Oh man, I'm telling you, a lot of people, yeah, a lot of people when they went down that rabbit hole of electrifying vehicles, man, they sunk so much money into that. I'm talking like two plus $3.2 billion. Oh my God. I mean, can you imagine digging out of that hole? It's bad. So, no, the Maverick is not a truck. It is a unibody. It's a unibody vehicle. I consider a truck. Now, some people, because it has a bed, and like the Ranchero, they have a bed, but it is a unibody car or an SUV. But it does have a bed. So there you go. Thanks, Gene. I appreciate you, buddy. Take care. Um, if it has a truck suspension and not unibody, I consider it a truck. Anything that is unibody, it's a unibody to me. 69 Charger, mm, you might wanna keep an eye on it, Floridian. You're not you're not into the name, but you're into the genre. We'll just leave it like that. The scam. Yeah, the Ranchero won't be a truck either. It's going to be a unibody. But like I said, it's an opportunity for some of the people who have never had a pickup to have a truck bed. For like a metro type truck or an urban type truck, you could haul some boxes and some lightweight material in it. So it would give a lot of people, it'd give a lot of people some truck benefits, so to say. Ooh, well, Chevelle wasn't really known for their 442. Oldsmobile carried the 442 and the Hurst Olds and the Oldsmobile Cutlass. That was really where the 442 shined. The Chevelle was 396, 327, 454. So you're dealing with GM and Oldsmobile. I actually owned a 74 or 69 442, and it was an Oldsmobile. Great vehicles. They already have the Hornet. The Hornet's been out. Mopar's had it for quite a while. They reignited it. It's kind of a little sport utility looking thing. They have a hopped up version and a regular version. It's okay. Not the Trans Am. Um, I love the Chevelle. I've owned a Chevelle. Had a 70 Chevelle with 396. Great vehicle. Big fan of the Chevelle. They were boat anchors. They were heavy as snot, but you could hop them up quite a bit. No, I don't know if y'all are going to guess this one. I haven't seen anybody on the track yet. So, Trans Am, nope. Nope, no Firebird, no Monte Carlo. Yeah, 454. Yep. 442 is an awesome thing. A lot of people didn't know what the 442 stands for, but it was 4 barrel, 4 bolt main, dual exhaust. Um, that's what it actually stood for. 4-barrel carburetor, 4-bolt main, dual exhaust, 442. That's what it actually meant. A lot of people didn't know that. Gran Torino, that would be a Ford. No. A buddy of mine had a Gran Torino in high school. We named it the Feather. It was the one that looked just like Starsky and Hutch, if you remember that show. Man, that thing was a fun vehicle. No shit, nobody's guessed it yet, man. Nobody's guessed it. Golly. Oh, I don't know the Mill Cutlass. Yeah. Well, and some people would say it was the 4-speed, but some of the vehicles were automatic. Like mine, my personal one was an automatic 442, and it was stock. So that wouldn't admit the 4-speed, but it was 4-barrel, 4-bolt main, dual exhaust. Or that's the way I learned it for forever, and it did have a 4-bolt main. So the Pacer, nope, not the Pacer. Oh man, y'all are way off. Damn, it's a popular one. Okay, I'll give you a hint of the brand. Nope. Oh man, Grand National. God, that was man, I love that car. All right, here you go. You ready? Now, this is for the brand. The brand, no Skylark. Meep, meep. Come on, man. Ooh, getting closer. Getting closer. Getting closer. Getting closer. Who made, what was the brand of the Super Bee? What was the brand? Who made the Super Bee? Who was the manufacturer of the Roadrunner and the Super Bee? Who was the manufacturer? What was the name the Roadrunner and the Super Bee were under? No. Wasn't a Pontiac. No. Come on. Plymouth. Two Wheel and Nut got it. It's the Plymouth. What was the most popular Plymouth ever made? Super Bee was awesome. Trust me, it was an awesome car. Come on, man. Give you another hint. Miami Vice. What did he drive in Miami Vice? Come on, you got this. Started with a C. Come on. Y'all got this. It's only 4 letters. Or if you drug it out, it was a full name. And we were talking about fish earlier. No, we were talking about fish earlier. It had the long version of the name and it had the short version of the name. I owned one. Nope. Judge was a Plymouth. Or Pontiac, I'm sorry, Pontiac Judge. Nope. Okay, there you go. Bing, 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 bing. Clyde is the winner. Winner chicken dinner. Yes, I owned a 71 Cuda. Oh my gosh, yes. In the long term, Lynn, you were correct. It was the Barracuda. They are coming out supposedly with the Barracuda. Oh man, I may buy one. I may buy one. At a 71 Cuda, it was not original. It was strictly the body. I rolled, tubbed it. Did not have the stock engine in it. That's one of the cars I ran in the quarter mile in NHRA. Yeah, but you should see the new, there's renderings of it. You should see the new Barracuda or the new Cuda. Man, that's a sweet ride. Yeah, that was fun. That was fun, man. I put y'all's thinking caps on. Barracuda. That was one of the freaking, man, that was a beast car back in the day. Mine, I had a 603 in it. Well, it was stroked and tuned to a 603. Man, that was a fun car. If I can drag up some pictures of it, like I said, I bought the body. It had no axle. It had no motor. It had no transmission in it. Did not even have a VIN plate on it, but it was a 71 CUDA, totaled to a 603, Dana rear end, shortened rear end, tubbed it, rolled it, uh, put the row bar in it. It was, what did it run? I can't remember the times. 10.2, 10.6. I think it ran at 10.6, 10.9 in the quarter. It wasn't stock. I mean, it was a fast freaking car. But anyway, it was an awesome car. Loved the car. Great body for racing. And the new one they have, if you can find sneak pictures of it, I'm sure somebody's got them out there. But it's going to be a pretty sweet car. Triple black CUDA. Mine was white with the orange. If I can find pictures of it, it's white with orange deck stripes on it, which was not stock. I just did that because I love orange. And I don't like white, but the car was dominantly white. I don't want to have to paint the whole damn thing. So, yeah, but the 340 was stock. Mine was not stock. It just totaled a 603 when it's bored and stroked. So it was a Keith Black engine. He was out of Oklahoma. I don't even know if he still builds engines anymore. But it was a Keith Black motor. That was before you could buy crate motors. That's why now I would absolutely love to find a really nice K5. I talked about it before. I'd love to find a K5 Blazer and put an LS motor in it, a complete kit motor. And I have a customer who does crate motors, so I can literally buy it at my cost. LS3, LS1. I'd probably get an LS1. Some of the LS3s, when you pull a lot of torque, they had issues. But man, I really want one. But the engine, the crate motor by itself is like $14,000 just for the freaking motor. So it wouldn't be a cheap one. And not to mention what the K5s are going for now. Yeah, the CUDA was one of my favorite vehicles ever made. Don Johnson ran around in a 71 CUDA, the yellow one, the canary yellow. Man, that car was freaking. I have actually seen that personal car. He had two of those cars that they used in the movies, Miami Vice. And man, I would love to buy that freaking car. But good Lord, if you find one now in that condition, CUDAs, if they're stock, if it's a stock 440, if it's a 446 pack, holy shit, they're bringing 200 plus 300 grand if you can even find one. But man, they're just awesome cars. And I had a chance to buy a Judge. I should have bought the damn thing. I could have bought an orange Judge with black stripes and the Judge badging. I should have bought that GTO Judge. Oh my God, I should have bought that car. Yeah, I kicked my ass. I kicked myself in the ass for not buying that car. I could have bought it at a smoking price back in the day, and I did not buy it because I had the 442 at the time. And I had the standard 442. It was not the Hurst Olds 442, the gold one. It was the same color as the Hurst 442 was gold and black. It was kind of the same color as Gene's Hot Pots car that he has. But the Hurst Olds 442 was an incredible car, and I always wanted one, but I couldn't find one. So I bought the 442 that I had, 69. And I loved that car. It was candy apple red with a black top. And it was an original 442. They're kind of hard. A lot of people took the 350 and made it into a 442, and put the 442 badging on it. But it was a fake 442. Mine was the original 442. But man, I always wanted a Judge. I even wanted the square body Judge, which was like 65, 66. But good Lord, they were hard to find. Yep, Nash Bridges and Miami Vice. That was one of my favorite cars. That's one of the reasons I bought that car. I found one I found that body and I bought that body. It was a complete body. Had the hood, the trunk, everything, just no suspension, no transmission, no rear end, no nothing. And it had a data plate, but it was a reworked data plate, so it wasn't, it was salvaged. But the guy who did the repairs, there was no rust on it, but it had been an accident. That's why I made it into a tub race car. But man, that was a fun car. I had some pictures. I probably have a stack of pictures, but they're not, back then we took pictures, with a camera. So I've got a stack of pictures somewhere. I need to drag those out and pull, some pictures from the racing days or from the building days. That's what I said. If I would have started a YouTube channel way, way, way back when, I'd probably have 1 million subscribers. I had buddies who were like, man, you need to film this. You need to put this on YouTube. And I was like, oh, YouTube shit's never going to take off. I should have done that. Not because I want 1 million subscribers, but I just built these damn cars up and had so much fun with them, racing them and playing with them. But it was an expensive hobby. Oh wow, damn! You're making me sick. I worked at Chrysler for 69 to 82. Holy shit! I was production foreman for a few years. Wow. Yeah. Well, you've seen it all then. Shit, you went through the LeBarons. You went through all that shit. No, were you LeBaron? LeBaron was what, 86? 86, 87? Or 88? I think it was 88, actually. So maybe you didn't. You went through K-Car. You went through K-Car. You went through Lee Iacocca. Damn, chessboard. Man, we got a lot in common back then. That's awesome, man. I was in Detroit a lot of times back in the day. All right, gentlemen and ladies, it is 8:36. We will shut this down. If y'all have any questions, comments, anything after that, and if you're like, hey, yeah, when you go to SEMA, film some stuff, because hopefully, I think when I'm in SEMA, I'll probably have a couple of days where I can walk around and video and maybe go live if y'all want to see it. If you don't want to see live, maybe just filming or, throwing up some videos of some cool cars I see. Let me know what you want to see. Either way, we could probably do something like that. Sometimes in Vegas, it is hard to go live. It is 2 hours behind Texas, of course. But, whatever y'all want to do, but we could probably make something like that happen. Also on the trip back, I do plan on filming some stuff, kind of showing the new truck, giving my opinion, seeing what I think about it. I'll give you an honest opinion. So it is a GMC 1500. I'll kind of go over what all it has, what all it doesn't have. This one's fully loaded. It's got pretty much everything. It is 4-wheel drive. But we'll talk about it, shoot the shit, all that good kind of stuff. And, maybe make a little trip out of it, a little vlog out of it. If y'all want to see that, that might be kind of cool. But anything else y'all want to see, let me know. I do plan on seasoning the pit, the new pit. Maybe do that this weekend. I might show you how I do mine. Go over all the accessories I got for it. Go over the smoker if you want to see it, the drum smoker. If you're interested in that, let me know. But I appreciate y'all so much. Y'all have a wonderful night. Thanks for everybody tuning in. Happy birthday to Jerry Johnson. I appreciate you, sir. Appreciate everybody on here. Y'all make this happen. If it wasn't for y'all, I wouldn't be doing this. But y'all have a great evening, everyone. Take care, and we will see you next Wednesday, hopefully. If not, I'll try to even do it on my phone to make sure we make this happen. So have a great night, everybody. Carry on. Y'all be safe.